Hi everyone, thanks for joining me again in this wacky adventure and trying to figure out if I can unlock the entire skill tree without, I say leaving the ground, but what I really mean is, you know, building a rocket, going into space. Maybe I'll do some catapults at some point. Maybe I'll make some boats. Maybe I'll make, uh, does a, hmm, does a glider count if I say like I'm not doing rockets? Yeah, that happened.
Fantastic. Okay. Well, I think it's maybe time to try to buy some new wheels.
You
I've got
think?
a lot of money in the bank. There's no reason why, well, not money, but science. There's no reason why we need to keep living like this.
Yes,
This
please
is
God, make it
terrible.
stop. Yep. At this point, I thought the scanning arm was useful, but it's not. At least to my knowledge. I mean, it's useful on other planets for sampling like rocks and stuff. But yeah, the scanning arm's not really useful because, to my knowledge, there's not really things you can sample on the surface of Kerbin. I try a little bit later, and you'll see. Yeah, the Rocco Max Model M1 is definitely the better of the two rover tires that you get. Um, it takes a little bit more power draw, but it has a little bit more durability for like crash tolerance and stuff like that. So, you know, for like a moon rover or whatever, or a Minmus rover, I probably you don't really need to use these. I mean, there's better ones you unlock later, anyways. But yeah, the wheels are always screwed up. I don't know what. Oh yeah, I realized I left some rover wheels on there, and then I need some more juice for these wheels. And then I was facing the wrong way, so I turned myself around, and the wheels were still screwed up again. So I fixed them, quote unquote, fixed them. I think right now I'm doing rear wheel steering, and as you can see, yeah, the wheels still do explode. Sometimes if you time warp with wheels, they just pop. So you have to be careful not to do too sharp of turns. Basically, I'm doing the same thing that I was doing all the last episode, was like sending out all four Kerbals and like gathering as much science as I can. Um, that got me like 30 or so science there. I just spent, probably, I think I spent 460 science to unlock the wheels and uh, whatchamacallit, the mobile processing lab, um, which is useful for generating science long term. At this point, I thought I could use the scanning arm to scan the monolith, and it's not a valid target. And then I realized I had a bunch of science out here that I never grabbed from this biome, so that was like another 35 science. And then here's where I bought the mobile processing lab, and then I redesigned the rear of this truck bed and snuck some batteries in there. Yeah, I'm realizing it's too short, and then I'm kind of placing it in the middle. And then I put two scanning arms in the front, like realizing, I don't know what can be scanned on Kerbin. I might go look that up later, but um, everything I tried couldn't be scanned. So I guess if you know something that can be scanned on Kerbin, you can let me know in the comments. But I don't even know if they're useful. I just thought they looked kind of cute, like little little bug antenna on the front that can come out and scan stuff. But I I don't know if they're even useful. They might just be adding weight to the vehicle. Just adding some lights, and then at this point, uh, I'm just scrounging up any science around the KSP that I or KSC that I can. And I'm doing time warps here with the mobile processing lab to like squeeze out 5 science from the different little sections around the KSC. I didn't do this at every section, like you know, the tracking station and the VAB and space plane hangar. So I do need to go back there and do that and collect like the last little bit of 5 science I can get from each one of those zones, because there's more to squeeze out of the KSC with the mobile processing lab. It just takes a long time because it's a small sample that you get, and then you have to time warp for like days and days and days, like years actually. I think I had to time warp 4 years to get that science, or it was a long time. I don't know if it was 4 years, but it was a while. So here's me also thinking that I can use the little scanning arms on these like little rocks that I see in the distance, not the mountains on the horizon, but there's like little entities on the surface that look like, you know, rocks that you might be able to scan with the arms like you can on the Mun or whatever. I also time warped there and the wheels exploded. No surprise there. I was adding some batteries so I didn't have to stop to recharge as often. And then I really should have made the front 2 sets of wheels turning wheels. I only made the front set turning when I was doing this, which kind of made it hard to turn. But and then I'm thinking, hey, I can, you know, use the scanning arms on a tree. Nope, doesn't recognize a tree. On the horizon up here, I see a rock in the distance, and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna try to scan this rock. The scanning arm doesn't not only doesn't work on the rock, but you can just drive right through it. So there's no collision on those, which felt like that hurt. That hurt to have that happen. At this point here, I'm like gonna drive towards the mountains and just try to get into the mountain biome and squeeze a little bit more science out of that. But then I couldn't get up the hill here because of the torque problem. It just weighs too much. I need the 1 step better wheels to really be able to lug this around, or just more wheels. I could probably make some kind of like longer vehicle that has more wheels to accommodate the weight. Got some science there from the mountainside. I'm rolling away, and then collecting some EVAs and samples. For some reason, it was saying that the front pods were blocked. So here, with everything that's been unlocked, and also the science that's collected up top, that's a total of 784.5 science so far. I'm going to stop saying leaving the ground, because I think I'm going to have to throw some stuff in the air at some point, but without building a rocket. Yeah. Anyways, check it out next time. See you later. If you like this video, consider subscribing or clicking the bell so you can get notified the next time I come out with another episode. Thanks for watching.